Hey there, thanks for joining me to color. Today we are going to be working on this adorable Whimsy Stamps image called Birdie Selfie. Aren't they cute? Love them. We're going to color the little birds. It shouldn't take too long. And we're also going to do this little cloud background out here in the back. So also wanted to let you know, this is a card kit over in the store, so you can pick this up in the store. And there's a link down in the description box that comes with a... Hi Teresa, thanks for coming by again. You're back. Oh, you're almost home. You're practically right there. So this card kit comes with this little sentiment. It says best wishes. It also comes with one that says smile and love. So you can pick, let me move it up here. So you can pick love, smile, or best wishes when you do your card kit. Each card comes with those three sentiments, so you can pick which one you want to use. So I thought that would be fun this time. And when you put the love on, you'll probably have to move the birds around a little bit because it sticks up, or you could have it so that they're flat and then this pops up. So I thought that would be fun. I have a bunch of these wordy sentiments, so it's kind of fun to use them and, you know, get some use out of them. So that's what we're going to do today. Next week, we are going to do this cute Crafter's Companion one called Yum Yum Yum. And you get this giant rabbit here with the cake. He comes in the stamp set, and then you also get a small candle and a small tag like this in there. And then you get this sentiment and then 4 other sentiments. 3 of the other sentiments will stay, you can stamp onto this tag that's included, but one of them's like doubled up, so there's words up here and then words down here, so you'll need a little bit bigger tag if you want to use that one. But you could use either of the other 4. There's the 3 sentiments that come in the kit. So you get this giant stamp, and this is a 5x7 card, so it's a pretty large stamp. So I think that will be pretty fun, and I tried to keep it simple so that you could whip it up and just give it to a friend or whatever. So that's what we're going to do next week, and this is a card kit, so you have to go over to the store and pick it up. Don't forget also that I'm still having a sale at the store on things you can color with. So if you hit the add color category at the top of the store, it will take you to the store, and then you can just pick up anything in the add color category for 30% off if you use coupon code COLOR30, so COLOR30, and you can get 30% off. All right, so let's go ahead and get our little, what we're going to color here. Move that, zoom down. I'll go ahead and do the birds first. You know, I don't want to start with the easy thing first, or the hard part first, or the clouds. We're going to just color them and then hope for the best. That's my thought anyway. Okay, let me grab my colors we're going to use for the bird. Okay, so we're going to use C4, 2, 1, or 0 in our Color the Splendor. So not too much today. My plan anyway. I don't think we need to have too many colors. I wanted that pretty blue, and I should have brought, oh, I see I distressed the edge of my cardstock, so I'm going to have to grab that. Let me go grab it real quick, because I see on my card here I put some blue out here, so I'm going to go grab that because I forgot to bring it in here. All right. Sorry about that. I knew I'd forget something. So I grabbed my ink, my Distress ink pad and stuff I'll need for that. All right, so let's go ahead and color. We're going to start with C4. And let's go ahead and let's start with the little guy over here first. So for the little guy, we're going to let's start on his wing. So on his wing here, we're going to go right along the edge of his feather. like that. And then we'll add C2. So I'm just going to go right over the top of my C4, but I'm going to extend it just a little bit. I don't want to go too far because I want him to be a white bird. So I'm just adding a little bit of color. And softening the edge of that last color. And then we'll go with C0. So again, I'm going to go right over the top of my C2 and extend past a little bit. And then we'll go over that with our colorless blender. And I just want to soften the edge of that C0. And then you leave the rest of his wing white. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our C4 again. And let's move down onto the bottom of his wing, or his wing down here. So let's do this bottom half of this. And then because the camera is going to be over here, let's go ahead and do this side. It's going to be casting some shadows on there. I still want his wing to be pretty white, so I'm going to go right along the edge of these wings here. And then we'll go right up the side of his body. And then we'll just do like we did his hand, or the top of his wing there. We're going to go with C2. If you guys joined me last week when I did Nerdy Piper, the little darker skinned girl, I ended up changing the nibs on those pins that we were having troubles with, and I cleaned them and I refilled them, and it turned out much better. So cleaning your pins and keeping them tidy definitely helps out, because you know they were getting kind of gunky there and causing that shininess. After I cleaned them, I didn't have that problem. So that's good to know. I'll brush over these a little bit. They still got a little bit of a line up there. Go back over these too. And because I haven't done anything else, you can just go all, you can color all over it. It won't matter. If you go out of lines, no big deal. Okay, then we're going to go back with C4 again. So let's go ahead and do his feathers, his tail feather. And then I'm going to do his body too. Let's move this. Let's go from his tail feather, go right along here, and then up and around her, and then over here to, whoops, to his feathers over here. And then we'll add C1 or C2. And again, we'll just soften. Like I said, this bird's not really that difficult to color. You could make him a whole different color. If you wanted him to be a blue bird, you could do blue and then do... I just decided I wanted him to really stand out compared to the background sky. And I'm going to make it a little bit thicker up here because I don't want to have him be completely white. I'm going to brush this out. And as I brush, it kind of gets... I pull up on my pen, so when it gets out here at the end, it's not as thick. And then we'll go C0. Oops, forgot to do his tail. I'm going to color that in because it's underneath of his body. Okay, and then we'll soften with our colorless blender. And then we'll hop over here and do her. Hi, Julie. Thanks for coming back. And we'll go with C4 again. So she, let's see, let's do the bottom of her tail down here. And then for her wing, let's go. And then because his arm, or his wing is on the top, I'm going to go around this. And then for him, let's go. Okay, and I'll do her after we do her wings. Okay, and then we'll go with C2. So we're just going to soften. And then we'll soften that with C0. And then we'll go over that with our colorless blender. Remember, because we haven't colored anything else, you can swoosh right over the top. It doesn't matter if you go outside the lines because there's nothing else there. Okay, and then we're gonna do her with C4. So let's go about halfway down her leg, or around her belly there. And then we're gonna bring this color up around her wing. And we're going to dip in here where his hand is and bring that out even with his hand, or his wing. And then up here to her first feather. Then we'll soften with C2. This bottom section out just a little bit more. And then we'll do C0. And then over her with our colorless blender. Hi, Linda. Thanks for coming by. They're just too cute. Like I said, see, they're not going to take too long. Today's coloring is quick. Alright, so then we're going to go with YR15, Y38, and Y18. Okay, so let's start with YR15. Let's go ahead and do their beaks first. So I'm just going to do half of their beaks. So for this top one up here, let's go in. I try to be careful towards the edge because that little pointy spot is pretty small. And I'll probably give it a couple of coats, just so it'll be really orange, or yellow and orange. Okay, and then we're going to do her beak too. And then we'll come in with Y38. Maybe it's going to stay oranger than or a lot brighter than I thought it would. Might not need 2 coats. We'll see. Okay, and then we'll go Y18. Yeah, I think I'll still give it 2 coats. Okay, so I'm going to go back again with YR15 and just give it a second coat. We'll brighten it up a little bit more. We want them to really stand out. And then we'll go with YR38. And then Y18. I'll let Mike know that you like the music today, Teresa. I can't hear it from up here. It's on some kind of playlist he's got going there for a subscription we have. He's outside working on the pool. YR15. He has it all. He's gotten the old pool down, and if you join me for Bible journaling, Mr. Hobby Haven, our pool we had up last year, we have an above ground pool, and we had one last year, and I think one of the bricks we had underneath of it to hold the posts was maybe exposed a little bit, and so the liner got a little bit of a hole in it. I got a hole somewhere in it because it was leaking water. And my mom's had one sitting in her garage for like 3 years now, and she lives out in the middle of nowhere, so she doesn't have the water pressure to put something like that up. So she said, we asked her if we could just have hers because we were gonna have to go buy a new one, and so she said we could. So he's out there tearing down the old one, which he has down, and laying out the tarp because my brother's going to bring over the backhoe to flatten the area. You have to have it flat or else it could ruin the pool. So he's gonna bring that over, so we won't have to dig it because we had a 18-foot pool last year, 16-foot pool. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but this one's 22 feet. So last year when we dug, or a couple years ago when we put it up, we dug the space for the pool, and it took forever to flatten it out and dig all that grass up. So my brother volunteered to bring over my mom's backhoe, so I'm like, oh, thank goodness. That will be a little bit easier. I don't have to spend 2 weeks out there digging grass up. The backhoe will make quick work of that. So he went out there and tore out the old pool, and he's laid the tarp out, and it's way bigger than the other one. So the kids are gonna love that as soon as it gets sunny. It's definitely not sunny here yet. I don't know where you guys are at, but it's not raining today, but it's not get in the pool weather. Unless you like 61 degrees and swimming. Me, I like it to be, you know, 90, 85. I like the water to warm up a little bit. But the girls, they don't care. The minute it's filled up and they can get in, it could be the middle of winter and they would get in it if you let them. Maybe for only a minute, but they would get in. Because they're crazy like that. I probably should have done his little eyebrows up here. Let's grab C0. And just give each of his eyebrows a little flick. Or his eyelid. Okay, then we're going to go with our reds. So we'll need our 39, 29, 17, and 14. And we'll see how these work today, because I got a wild hair in between Bible journaling and now, and I cleaned out the lids, and I actually replaced the nib on this one because it was looking kind of crusty. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you don't get a big blob on there. That would be my luck. Maybe I'm gonna pull the lid off of it at the other end just in case, because I could see that happening. All right, so we are going to. I'm going to do the bottom of the phone. And then we want to go underneath of his hand or his wing. I'm going to go down this side of the phone too. And I'm going to go under each finger. That. Oh, look, I did it without even getting it on him. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, and then we'll go with R29. I'm going to pull the end off this one too, just in case. I can't remember if I filled this one or not. I don't think I did this one, but I know that R39 was looking pretty crusty. So I replaced the end of that. When they start to get that waxy buildup stuff on there, you want to get a new nib. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of colorless blender in a Ziploc bag, and I will put the pin in there, the end of the pin in there, and squish it around a little bit and try to clean it off. And sometimes that'll work for a little bit, or for a few more, another cleaning or so, but it always ends up getting that crusty stuff back on there. So I found it easier to just replace it. Okay, and then we'll go with R17. And plus I'm in the middle of replacing all the chisel ends with this little fine tip paint end. So whenever I get to cleaning a pin, I was trying to do it whenever I used a pin for a card kit or a project. I would clean it and replace the nib and get it all ready, and then I got to be a slacker and I stopped doing it. It was taking too long. Everybody's like, I do maintenance on my pins once a month or whatever. I don't have that. That never happens. I don't. They must have like all the time in the world, or they're super duper duper fast. I did not, Linda, I didn't put any color on his teeth, but I'll probably put a little bit of something on there. I should have probably done it when I did his eyelid because I forgot that. So now we'll do with R14. They're very shiny, bright white. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do this phone again. I'm going to give it a second coat. And I'm going to swipe over the top of this because I'm going to color that ring the darkest color. Okay, let's give it a whole nother coat because I think the phone looks a lot darker in my original picture. Okay, R39. Around. Don't forget, girls, if you're watching the video, to hit the like button. And then another coat of R29. Thumbs up. That helps me out. Okay, R17. And then R14. Then let's do C0 like we did on his eyelid, just to add a little bit of color to his teeth. So let's go, because he's over here leaning against her, let's kind of give it a little bit underneath of his beak. And I'm trying to keep it pretty small line. And then we'll take the colorless blender and just swipe over. See, if I would have done it first, then I wouldn't have to worry about his beak. Like that. That leaves us with those awesome clouds. Okay, so what are we gonna need? B01, 00, 000, BG. Okay, so we are going to need B01, B02, or B00, B000, BG quadruple 0, and the colorless blender. Okay, and I tried to keep it fairly whimsical. I did not have a plan. I know, crazy, right? So I'm gonna start with B01. Let's go out just a little bit. Okay, so B01. And so what I did to start out with is I went around the birds. So I didn't touch the birds all the way. I left a little bit of a white space around the outside of them. There's a little bit of a halo around them. But I'm going to go all the way around with this. So let's just start right here. And this will give me a line so I don't touch them. You could bump right up next to them. I just kind of wanted them to stand out a little bit more, so I didn't do that. And we'll do the same thing here. Oops, got a little close there. And over to this side, I'm going to fill that little space in. Okay, and then let's see, let's bring this up like this. And we'll bring this side up. Let's go all the way over here. Oh, I forgot in here. Okay, so we got our outline. Then what I'm going to do is let's make some little squiggly, well, no, what did I do? I added some squiggles up in here. So let's go ahead and we'll go, oh, here's a cloud, and then let's go. I'm just making some squiggly lines. I know you guys are freaking out right now, right? Like, what? And we better do some down here. Okay, so far so good. Looks like a hot mess, right? All right, so then we're gonna go with B00. And I'm just gonna go right over the top of my B01. Yes, B01. And I'm gonna squiggle some more inside. So let's go in. We're gonna cover up some white. And we'll go out here. So we're gonna do all those edges. Here's getting kind of close, so I'm just going to fill that in. And we got to do the inside. And we'll just work our way around all of our little circles. Okay. Yep, that's will go. Okay. Then we're going to go with B000, same thing. Whoops. Let's start down here. So I'm going to go right over the top of my B00. More squiggles in. Then we'll go with B000, same thing. I'm just going to fill it all the way in now. So I'm going to go ahead and just scribble over the entire area. Uh-oh, I think my pen has run out. Let me see here. What is this? It did. It went kapooty. So I'm just going to grab the refill. Oh, look, I haven't changed the nib on this one, so it's going to be easy. So what you do is you just yank this out. And you dump it in here. I give it a couple of good squishes. And then I kind of look at the end to see if it looks dry still. It's getting wet. I can see it getting damp. So I'm going to give it another squish. Stuff this back in. Give it a second there. Okay. And then we'll continue. Oh yeah, there we go. This will definitely work better if you have ink in the pen. Okay. And then you're going to do the same exact thing with your colorless blender. You're just going to go over it. And I don't go quite so fast with a colorless blender. I kind of go a little bit slower and let it saturate the paper a little bit more. And then it will move all that stuff around. And I try not to touch their feet or their body, because if you get it on there, then it's going to make a mess. It will move things you don't want moved. And I think that I will add a little bit more of, hi Olivia. Okay, we'll go with B00 again. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of that because it's looking a little dark up here. Let's see. I'm gonna bring it up into this. Okay, then I'm going to go with another coat of B000. And then we'll go with our BG quadruple 0. And then again with our colorless blender. I'm going to go in giant circles. And that is that. See, not too complicated, right? I hope I made it not complicated. Just do it. Just go for it. All right, let's go up a little bit. So I tried to make him not too complicated, but see, put the little thing on there. And it looks like clouds. They're floating in the air. They're on the telephone wire, and you can see the little clouds. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and give him some glue so he can dry. I'm going to grab my instructions here so I don't get glue everywhere, because I'm not a very good gluer. I just make a big mess. Okay. So I'm going to put that on the back of this. And hopefully the piece in your kit, I cut it exactly on there. You may have to trim it a little bit maybe to make it, if it sticks off the side, but I think I got him pretty good. Okay, we'll set that over here to dry. And this piece, so on our card we have some, Teresa's asking if I'm squiggling to the music. No, I can't hear the music. If you had it on in here, then I couldn't, it would create an echo, so I can't hear it. It's only for you guys to hear. I have silence. So I'm going to use some Ranger Tumbled Glass Distress Ink. And then I have this giant brushy thing by Nouveau that I'm going to use to brush some ink on with. So you just take this thing and you go. And then you swirl it on here. And I've only used this a couple times. I'm not sure if I love it yet. Look, it's losing hair. But you just get it on. I probably need to refill my ink pad. I use this one all the time, so I'm assuming it's not too... But it doesn't make... This thing doesn't make like big blobby circles like you use when you use the ink blending tool thing. You just swirl it around on here and it just kind of mushes it around. So I'm liking it. It definitely takes a little bit longer because you don't get much on there, but it could be too that I need to refill my ink pad because, like I said, I use this one all the time. So, you don't have one of these? Okay, not a big problem. Grab your little, this thing, ink blending tool, grab some on your ink pad, and then since the birds are going to be sitting right here in the middle, you could take this, start in the middle, and then go out. That way, in case it makes one of those big circle things, you won't have to worry because it's going to cover it up anyway. Yeah, I need to refill this thing. And you can put as much as little as you want on there. Okay, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Bye, Teresa. Have fun being home for the first time since October. I'll see you next time. All right, so, ta-da! See, that wasn't too bad, right? And then we're just going to put it together. And I think this time, I think I'm going to use this Love one. So like I said, your kit's going to come with all 3 sentiments, so you can choose Best Wishes, Smile, or Love. You can pick which one you like the best, but I think I'll use the Love one this time so that you can see, so I can move the birds around so you can see how they'll need to be spaced different. Did I bring my tape in here? No. Okay. Good job, Heather. Alright, so we'll just use this. Since I forgot my tape runner. I don't want to go search for that. Okay, and I kept it straight this time. You could put it on there cattywampus if you wanted. Okay, and then we're going to have these guys, but they're going to be popped up. So let's put some pop dots on the back of them so I can get them all ready. Don't forget, 2 girls, if you need some color stuff, something to color with, I'm having a sale over at the store on everything in the add color category for 30% off. So you can do coupon code COLOR30 and get anything in that section for 30% off. Okay, let's go. I'm thinking I'm going to maybe pop this up over the top of the birds. Okay, so let's put these guys down. So you got a couple of clouds. So we're going to put those in here. And you could have it hang off the side of the card if you wanted. I'm just going to put mine like this. Let me check where I want them first. And how about right here? Okay, let's give them some glue. Thanks, Olivia. I'm glad you're learning some new stuff. The live streams are fun because you can, what is that on my, oh, that's just Copic marker when I was changing it. Live streams are fun because you can, bye, Julie. Have a good day. Live streams are good because you can ask questions and stuff while you're here. That's what I like about them. Okay. I'm gonna stick these guys on there. And I didn't color my clouds there in the back. I just left those white because I made the paper blue. Let's go like this. Oops. And my frame right here is sticking. Oh, good job, Heather. Oh, well, I'll fix that later. I got a little bit of my paper showing. Okay, so then you can take your pen of some sort and you can draw this line so that it goes all the way out if you want. And I just grabbed a Copic multi-liner because that's what I had. Bring that out here. And then you could also bring it out to the side of your card. So let's say it's going to go. I can see I should have probably grabbed the thicker one. This is like the little dinky one. Like that. And hi, Chris. And then this side, if you go over here, you can go. Dogs are going off about something. Somebody showed up, or Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven came in from outside, or the mailman's here, or the neighbor's mowing their yard. I don't know. Crazy dang dog. Okay, so you draw your line on there so you can have not sitting in space. Oh, you had to reschedule. Oh, that's not good, Chris. Hopefully that does not interfere with your job searching or your job interview chances. But things happen. That's the way it goes. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to just use these pop dots and I'm going to cut this end thing off here. And we're going to cheat and peel this up. Maybe that will be enough for this. Job searching that's hard work. I'm not enjoying it so far. Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven's always, I've been doing job search. So Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven's always like, oh, because I haven't worked. I've always had the store. I've had the store for like the last 7 years. And I'm like, I need to get a real job now. So I have some cash. Cash is kind of popular. And so I fill these interviews out, and he's like, are these applications out? He's like, you're not using your full potential. You do all this stuff. So I'm like, oh, he's supposed to help me with my resume today. I'm not good at that stuff. I'm artsy. I don't do job application things very well. And he's always like, well, you didn't put down this and you didn't put down that. Well, I don't think, some of those things I don't think of as a skill. Do you think of those things as, so you guys think that sometimes? Sometimes it's like, that's not a skill. He's like, that's a skill. Oh, okay. But that's just normal things I do. He's like, oh, honey. Okay, so I'm seeing that will work, but I need to cut this one off. So that it can sit on top of this. Off there. Like, whoops. Like this. Okay. So anyway, I didn't have the double. Sometimes I have bigger pop dots, but I didn't have those. So I'm just going to make do with the same size I use for the birds. And and we'll pop it on here like that. I didn't cut off enough of this love. Of course not. Sorry if my head got in the way. Okay, anyway, we'll go like this. So if you just put it on there, you can use the regular size, and these are just the 1/16 that's pop dots. You can use those. If you just put it on this half and then make sure to keep your L down here, you can put it on top of your birds and you won't, it'll come right off the top of that. So that works out pretty good. So there is our card for today. Didn't it turn out cute? I love that. And the squiggly clouds were not that complicated. I know it looked scary, but I'm telling you, just go for it and it will work out fine. I didn't put any thought into it. I just started squiggling, and that's what I've got, is these beautiful clouds. Are they pretty? Yeah. So that's our card kit this week. There's still a couple left if you want to grab it. Just head over to the store and pick one up. There's a link down in the description box. And then next week, don't forget, we're going to do this cute rabbit one. And this is also a card kit, so you can grab him in the store. And he's on, as soon as you click on the store, he's like the first thing that pops up on the little scroll bar. So you can pick him up too. And this is a huge stamp, and it comes with 5 sentiments and 2 small accessory stamps, a little candle and a little tag like this. So anyway, that's what we're doing next week. So I hope you guys all had fun coloring with me today. If you have a question, make sure to leave me a comment and I will get back to you. Don't forget to shop the links down below. Hit the like button if you like the video. That definitely helps me out. And if you're not into buying crafty stuff, you can now buy me a coffee. I know, something new. I thought I'd try it out. So you guys all have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.